What if you died and woke up inside a world you never chose? What if the only skill you had was the one thing no one in that world had ever seen before? Renzo, 16. A gamer who never belonged in the real world, about to discover a world that was made for someone exactly like him. A dark bedroom. Glowing screens. Empty cans everywhere. This is Kai's world, and tonight it ends. His eyes. Bloodshot. Burning. Locked on the screen like nothing else in the universe exists. 2%. The final boss has 2% health left. He is so close he can taste it. His fingers are bleeding. He doesn't notice. He stopped feeling pain about 12 hours ago. This is what Kai's life looks like from the outside. Empty. Messy. Glowing in the dark. But that smile. That's the smile of someone who has never once accepted a game over screen. Something is wrong. His body knows before his brain does. He slumps forward. The keyboard catches his face. The boss keeps waiting. Renzo stops. The screen reflects in eyes that are no longer looking at anything. The game goes on without him. Game over. Not in the game. In real life. Renzo dies at his desk without saving. Darkness. Total and complete. For a moment nothing. Then white. Infinite white. No floor. No ceiling. No pain. He floats like he weighs nothing. He is alone in the most empty place that has ever existed. And somehow he is not afraid. His eyes open. Something has changed. He can feel it before he can see it. A panel. Glowing blue. Hovering in the nothing. It looks exactly like a loading screen. Of course it does. He reads the words. Then reads them again. Soul transition anomaly. Eldoria Academy server. Permadeath disabled. His expression moves through confusion. Disbelief. And then Sally a grin. The void begins to crack. Gravity remembers that it exists. And Renzo accepts the terms and conditions. The white shatters like glass. Beyond it sky. Real sky. And it is rushing toward him very fast. He is falling. Hard. Fast. And somewhere far below towers. Ancient. Glowing. Waiting. Eldoria Academy. The most powerful magic institution in another world. It has stood for 1,000 years. It has never had a student fall out of the sky before. The students below scatter. Some dive. Some freeze. All of them look up at the impossible thing falling toward them. Impact. The courtyard cracks. Stone splits in a perfect circle around him. The shockwave knocks 3 students off their feet. Thus, silence. Debris still falling like rain. Then movement. A hand. Pushing up from the crater. Renzo sits up. Dusts off his hoodie. Completely unharmed. 200 students stare at him. Not one of them speaks. Disgust. Disbelief. Every face in the crowd tells a different version of the same story. What is he? He looks up. Towers. Runes. Magic in the very air. His gamer brain starts cataloging everything immediately. A screen appears. Only he can see it. His status, and at the bottom in red, magic rank. 0. 0. The worst possible rank. In a world built entirely on magic. Reads it and smiles anyway. Because he has started on hard mode before. He knows exactly what it means when the game calls you nothing. It means you have nowhere to go but up. She stands apart from the crowd. Silver hair. Violet eyes. Arms crossed. She looks at him like he is embarrassing. She is Lyra Ashvale. Top of every ranking in the academy. She has never wasted attention on anything unworthy. Until now. He stands. Dusts off. Looks at the academy towers the way a player looks at the title screen of a new game. A quest appears in his vision. Prove your worth. Difficulty 3 stars. Reward unknown. He rises to his feet. Students step back. He is taller than they expected. Calmer than he has any right to be. He walks. Through the crowd. Hands in his hoodie. Like he has been here 100 times before. The gates of Eldoria Academy open before him. Carved in ancient stone. Glowing with 1,000 years of magic. He walks in. Inside grand. Vast. Dark stone and glowing rune light. The most impressive place he has ever stood in. He starts scanning. His HUD goes to work immediately. Information tags. Hidden quest markers. Data layered over everything. The world becomes a map. The registration platform. Administrators in formal robes. Crystal orbs that measure magical power. A long line of nervous students. The student ahead of him, the orb blazes white. The crowd applauds. The administrator nods. High rank. Easy acceptance. Another student. Another bright result. This is how it goes for everyone. This is the normal version of this moment. Then it is Kai's turn. He steps up. Come. The administrator already looks skeptical. The orb reacts. Barely. A single flicker, dim and weak, and then almost nothing. The administrator's jaw tightens. Close up. The orb in shaking hands. The faintest light imaginable. It is almost insulting how little it glows. The crowd erupts. Gasp. Laughter. Whispers that are not really whispers. 200 people reacting to one boy's worst number. The administrator's face says everything. 0 rank. No affinity. No business being here. The answer is already decided. Somewhere in the crowd, Lyra. One eyebrow. Barely raised. The maximum she allows herself to react to anything. At the back, Zed. Hands over his mouth. Not laughing. Genuinely worried for this stranger he does not know yet. And Kai standing in the middle of all of it, reading a quest notification like it is the most natural thing in the world. The quest floats in his vision. Bull. Glowing. Hovering over the chaos around him like a challenge he has already accepted. That smile. Small. Certain. The administrator is talking. Kai is not listening. He already knows what he is going to do. He points. One finger. Come. He asks to speak to whoever is in charge. The administrator recoils like he said something impossible. From above, one boy. Surrounded by hundreds. The eye of a storm that has no idea what it has just let in. Students whisper. They are already building the story of the 0-rank boy who had the nerve to ask for the headmaster. A corridor. Stone walls. Rune sconces. An escort leading him somewhere the other students never go. He follows. Unbothered. The path to the headmaster's tower. Ancient. Glowing. Every step taking him deeper into a place that decides his fate. He passes an open classroom. Magic erupting from student hands. Fire. Water. Lightning. His eyes move like a camera recording everything. His HUD overlays data on every student he can see. Ranks. Weaknesses. Hidden stats. The world answering questions no one else is asking. The headmaster's tower. The tallest, darkest spire in the entire academy. Runes circle it slowly like orbiting satellites. Ominous. Perfect. A door. Ancient. Carved. Glowing. The escort steps aside. Kai faces it alone. Inside, vast. Dark. Bookshelves that reach the ceiling. A stone desk at the far end. Storm light through tall windows. He enters. His HUD immediately tags every artifact. Every object. Every source of power in the room. There are many. Headmaster Vorn rises. Silver hair. Gray eyes sharp as fractured glass. Black robes with pulsing blue runes. He fills the room. Those eyes. They do not blink. They do not miss. They read Kai Renzo the way Kai reads a new game system. The detection wards on the walls pulse toward Kai. All of them. Like compass needles suddenly finding north. Kai sits across from the most powerful person in the building. He looks like someone who sat down for lunch. Vorn speaks. He says Kai has no magic. That he fell from the sky. That every ward in the building is screaming. Outside the windows a storm building. Lightning in the distance. The sky choosing this moment to become dramatic. Vorn says the word dangerous. Kai's response is a slow, genuine smile. The first real one since he woke up in white. And Vorn impossibly begins to smile too. The corner of his mouth. Barely. The first crack in stone. The uniform appears. Dark. Sharp. Red accents that no other student wears. The academy accepting him in spite of every number. Kai stands. Extends a hand across the stone desk. A handshake. Completely informal. Completely him. Vorn takes it. Old hand meeting young. A deal made without words. Runes pulse at the contact. Kai walks toward the door. Dark uniform. Red accents. He glances back once, that half smile, and steps into the corridor. His silhouette in the doorway. The light behind him. The moment between who he was and who he is about to become. Vorn. Alone. Standing at the window. Back to the room. One hand behind him. The storm arriving outside. His reflection in the rain-streaked glass. Those gray eyes. Not relief. Not fear. The weight of something long awaited finally ending. Outside the full academy in the storm. Dark towers. Rain falling. One window in the headmaster's tower glowing gold. Kai in the corridor. Walking alone. Magic practice visible through archways. Spells flickering blue and green in the dark stone rooms. His HUD is everywhere. Quest markers on every doorway. Data tags on every passing student. The world is full of information only he can read. He stops at a window. Below, students training in the rain. Spells and power and years of practice on display. His eyes in the glass. Sure. tired, but lit with something that was not there this morning. Purpose, hunger, recognition. A new notification. Full screen. Main quest: survive Eldoria Academy. Difficulty rating a question mark. The game does not know yet either. He reads it. His reflection watches him read it. And the grin that appears, that is the grin of a player who just found his game. He reaches out. Taps the accept button. The interface pulses gold. The quest is real now. So is everything else. The confirmation banner flashes across his vision. Quest accepted. Gold letters. The world feeling slightly more solid than it did a second ago. He lowers his hand. Looks back out the window. The rain keeps falling. He has never felt this calm about something this terrifying. The corridor stretches behind him. Long, dark, empty. Only Kai and the light from the window. He does not look lonely. He looks ready. A memory. Flickering at the edge of his mind. His old desk. His old screens. The boy he was 12 hours ago. Two versions of him. Overlapping. The real world and this one bleeding together for just a moment. Then the memory fades. He pushes off from the window. Turns back to the corridor. Done looking back. That version of the game is finished. He walks. Dark uniform. Red accents catching the rune light. The hallway full of unknown doors stretching ahead of him. A door opens. A student steps out. Freezes. Stares at the red accents on Kai's uniform. Kai glances at them once. Keeps walking. The academy quad visible through an archway. Training grounds. Multiple towers. Students practicing magic in the rain. The full scale of it hits. His eyes move left to right. Systematic. Cataloging. His HUD labeling every building and training area like a strategy map. 3 high-ranked students across the quad notice the red on his uniform. They go quiet. They start talking to each other. Eyes on him. Kai notices them noticing him. Eye contact across the rain. He gives the smallest nod. Then he looks away. He has seen what he needed to see. Someone is running toward him. Short, messy brown hair. A patched uniform soaked from the rain. Waving with one arm. His HUD scans automatically. A green tag appears above the running figure. Friendly. One of maybe 3 people in this building wearing that color. Up close now. Warm eyes. Nervous smile. Hand extended like he is absolutely terrified but doing it anyway. This is Zed. Kai looks at the hand. Looks at the face. Something in him, something that does not usually respond to people, responds. The smile is small. Real. Unexpected. His first human connection in this world. It lands differently than he thought it would. 2 of them now. Side by side in the stone corridor. Completely different. Facing the same direction. Something is beginning. They walk together. Other students parting around them. Zed apologizing to everyone they pass. Kai not apologizing to anyone. A split panel. Kai's eyes forward, sharp, calculating. Zed's eyes sideways, wide, trying to keep up. 2 different ways of being brave. Evening now. The storm settling into steady rain. The academy towers glowing against a gray sky. Ancient. Immovable. Full of things Kai has not learned yet. Somewhere in the academy, Lyra. Alone in a practice room. Eyes closed. Magic curling around her hands. Something she hides from everyone. Somewhere else, Headmaster Vorn. Still at his window. Still watching the rain. Still holding the weight of something he has not said. And Kai walking through it all. The new student. The 0 rank. The one every ward in the building pointed at. His HUD is still running. Still tagging. Still finding quests in every shadow and hidden paths behind every locked door. He stops. Looks out at the full academy one more time. Rain on the glass. Lightning on the horizon. The world enormous around him. He has been in worlds like this before. 1,000 times. In games that took everything he had and asked for more. But this time no respawn timer. No save file. No second playthrough if he makes a mistake that cannot be undone. This time it is real. And Kai Renzo gamer, otaku, 0 rank nobody in a world built on magic smiles at that too. The academy waits. The storm rolls in. Somewhere behind him, Zed is saying something he is not quite listening to. The game has begun.